In the United States, nearly 1 in 3 adults over age 45 wakes up more than twice a night to urinate, many without realizing it's a fixable problem. For diabetics, that number climbs even higher due to nerve damage, kidney stress, and hormone imbalance. But here's what most people don't know. Recent US-based research reveals that certain vegetables, when eaten in the right way, can dramatically reduce nighttime urination by calming bladder nerves, reducing kidney pressure, and supporting prostate or urinary tract health. That means fewer bathroom trips and deeper uninterrupted sleep. In this video, we'll uncover 8 of the most powerful vegetables for nocturia relief, all diabetic-friendly and backed by science. And don't miss the end, because we'll reveal one little-known veggie combo that works like natural bladder therapy, without pills, side effects, or expensive supplements. First on list of fennel bulb. Fennel bulb may look like a strange cousin of celery, but this crisp, aromatic vegetable holds powerful relief for those waking up multiple times a night due to frequent urination. For diabetics especially, fennel offers a rare combination of bladder calming, hormone balancing, and digestion supporting properties, all without disrupting blood sugar. What makes fennel uniquely effective for nocturia is its high content of phytoestrogens and anethol, a natural compound that helps relax bladder spasms and soothe overactive nerves. These plant estrogens can be especially helpful for women dealing with hormonal shifts that trigger nighttime urgency, but they also benefit men by reducing bladder muscle tension. Even more impressive, fennel is rich in magnesium and potassium, 2 minerals that reduce inflammation and support healthy nerve function, especially in people with diabetic nerve damage affecting bladder control. Nutritionally, 1 cup of raw sliced fennel contains just 9 grams of carbohydrates and about 3 grams of fiber, with a glycemic index around 30, low enough for safe nighttime use. Its fiber does more than ease digestion. It feeds beneficial gut bacteria that in turn help regulate the body's nighttime hormonal signals, like melatonin and vasopressin. These hormones play a critical role in reducing overnight urine production by signaling your kidneys to slow down filtration during sleep. That means fennel supports not only your bladder, but also the hormonal rhythm between your gut, kidneys, and brain, exactly where nocturia often begins for diabetics. Did you know? In ancient Roman times, gladiators chewed fennel seeds before battle, not for digestion, but because they believed it sharpened the senses and calmed fear. Here's a simple diabetic-friendly recipe. Thinly slice 1 cup of raw fennel bulb and combine it with ½ cup plain Greek yogurt, a splash of lemon juice, and a pinch of sea salt. This creamy fennel slaw not only soothes digestion, but also supports calmer bladder nerves and steadier blood sugar overnight. Stick to about 1 cup per serving in the evening. Here's a precaution. If you're on diuretics or managing low blood pressure, speak with your doctor before making fennel a regular part of your diet. Second on list, green beans. Green beans may seem like a simple side dish, but for those struggling with frequent nighttime urination, especially diabetics, they offer a powerful blend of bladder-soothing nutrients, kidney-balancing minerals, and nerve-calming compounds. These slender green pods are rich in hydration-regulating electrolytes like potassium and magnesium, which work together to reduce fluid retention and lower nighttime pressure in the kidneys and bladder. 1 cup of cooked green beans contains around 180 milligrams of potassium and just 6 milligrams of sodium, making it ideal for gently flushing excess fluids without overburdening the kidneys. This becomes especially important for diabetics who often experience microvascular changes and early kidney stress. Even more compelling, recent research shows that potassium-rich vegetables like green beans may reduce nocturnal urination frequency by helping regulate the hormones involved in kidney filtration and urine concentration. From a blood sugar standpoint, green beans are remarkably safe. A 1 cup serving of cooked green beans contains about 7 grams of carbohydrates and 3.5 grams of fiber, bringing the net carb load down to just 3.5 grams. With a low glycemic index of approximately 30, they help keep glucose levels steady overnight, critical for diabetics who experience early morning spikes due to cortisol shifts or insulin resistance. Beyond numbers, green beans contain key polyphenols like quercetin and camphorol, which are proven to reduce oxidative damage in the bladder lining, support healthy inflammation levels, and even ease mild prostate swelling in men, a common cause of nighttime urgency. In one research study, adults who consumed more flavonoid-rich vegetables like green beans saw a reduction in lower urinary tract symptoms by up to 27%, including fewer nighttime awakenings. Did you know? Green beans aren't really beans. They're immature seed pods, which is why they're low in starch and high in antioxidants, making them closer to leafy greens than lentils. Here's a simple diabetic-friendly evening recipe. Steam 1 cup of green beans and toss them with 1 teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil, a squeeze of lemon juice, and a pinch of black pepper. For added anti-inflammatory support, sprinkle a touch of turmeric or minced garlic. Stick to 1 serving if eaten after 6 p.m. to avoid excess fluid intake before bed. Here's something to keep in mind. If you have advanced kidney disease or are taking potassium-altering medications, consult your doctor before increasing intake. Third on list, radish. Radish might be small, spicy, and often overlooked. But when it comes to relieving frequent nighttime urination, it's one of the most powerful yet underrated vegetables you can include in your evening meal. For diabetics, radish plays a unique dual role. It cools internal inflammation in the urinary tract while gently stimulating kidney detox pathways, helping regulate fluid retention without acting as a harsh diuretic. The key lies in its sulfur-containing compounds, especially glucosinolates and isothiocyanates, which act as natural antimicrobials and anti-inflammatories. These compounds have been shown in research to protect the bladder lining from irritation, reduce swelling, and improve urinary comfort in people with lower urinary tract disorders. One study even found that individuals consuming cruciferous vegetables like radish regularly had fewer symptoms of urgency, nighttime waking, and urinary frequency, up to 33% fewer episodes compared to those who ate little to none. From a diabetic perspective, radish is extremely blood sugar friendly. A half-cup serving of sliced raw radish contains just 2 grams of carbohydrates and 1 gram of fiber, with a glycemic index near 0. This means you can safely include radish in your evening meals without risking a glucose spike that might interrupt sleep or worsen overnight urination. Radishes also contain nitrates, which improve blood vessel flexibility, enhancing kidney perfusion, and helping reduce nighttime filtration pressure. And here's another benefit. The natural cooling effect of radish helps calm inflamed tissues, including the bladder lining and even mild prostate irritation in men, which is a common but often ignored contributor to nocturia. Did you know? Radishes were once carved into elaborate flower sculptures in Mexico's Night of the Radishes festival. Beyond art, their natural nitrates improve circulation, even to the bladder wall. For a simple diabetic-friendly recipe, slice 1/2 cup of red or Dakin radish and combine it with 1 tablespoon of plain Greek yogurt, a sprinkle of dill, and a dash of sea salt. This chilled radish yogurt salad offers a cooling, bladder-soothing finish to dinner, best consumed at least 2 hours before bedtime. You can also roast radish in olive oil and garlic for a warmer option, which retains its detox benefits while softening the bite. Just a gentle caution. Avoid pickled radish close to bedtime, as the sodium can trigger fluid retention and disrupt overnight balance. Fourth on list, bok choy. Bok choy may be soft and leafy, but its impact on nighttime urination is anything but mild. This crisp, mineral-rich vegetable is one of the best plant-based tools to help calm an overactive bladder, relieve kidney pressure, and restore balance to the hormonal rhythms that influence nighttime urination. For diabetics, bok choy delivers gentle fiber, powerful antioxidants, and a calming dose of magnesium and potassium, all essential for relaxing the nerves that control bladder signaling. One of the hidden drivers of nocturia in people with diabetes is autonomic nerve damage, where the nerves that regulate urination don't respond properly to your brain's sleep signals. Bok choy works at the root of this by supplying magnesium to ease nerve firing and potassium to reduce swelling inside the bladder and kidneys. A 1-cup serving of cooked bok choy provides only 2 grams of carbohydrates and about 1 gram of fiber, making it an incredibly blood sugar-friendly choice for evening meals. Its glycemic index is extremely low, around 15, which means it's almost guaranteed not to spike glucose levels, even in sensitive individuals. Beyond this, bok choy is loaded with glucosinolates, sulfur-rich compounds known for their anti-inflammatory and detoxifying effects. These compounds help reduce inflammation in the prostate for men and calm irritation in the urinary tract lining for women, both of which are often overlooked contributors to nocturia. And here's something most people don't realize. Bok choy also contains small amounts of melatonin precursors, which may gently support your body's natural sleep cycle when eaten at dinner. Fun fact, bok choy is one of the only vegetables that contains selenium, a mineral more common in meats and eggs, which supports immune function and thyroid health, helpful for diabetics with sluggish metabolism. Here's a simple diabetic-friendly recipe. Lightly saute 1 cup of chopped bok choy in 1 teaspoon of olive oil with 1 clove of garlic and a sprinkle of sesame seeds. Cook just until the greens are tender but still vibrant, about 3 to 4 minutes. Enjoy as a side dish to your protein-rich dinner. Stick to 1 cup if eaten after 6 p.m. to avoid overhydration close to bedtime. A quick tip to keep in mind, avoid overcooking bok choy as heat can reduce its nerve-healing antioxidants. Light sautéing or gentle steaming is ideal. Fifth on list, zucchini. Zucchini may be soft, watery, and easy to digest, but its gentle nature masks powerful healing properties for people struggling with nighttime urination, especially those managing diabetes. This low-carb, mineral-rich vegetable acts like a natural fluid balancer, soothing bladder nerves, easing kidney pressure, and helping regulate hydration without overstimulating urine flow. Zucchini is particularly high in water, over 90%, but its water is paired with calming minerals like potassium and manganese. These two nutrients are essential for controlling the contraction and relaxation of bladder muscles, and they also help reduce inflammation along the urinary tract lining. What many overlook is zucchini's ability to support kidney blood flow. Its potassium improves the elasticity of blood vessels within the kidneys, helping to reduce internal filtration pressure, a critical factor behind nocturia, especially in diabetics with early-stage nephropathy or vascular dysfunction. From a blood sugar standpoint, zucchini is remarkably safe. A 1-cup serving of cooked zucchini contains just 4 grams of carbohydrates and 1.5 grams of fiber, with a glycemic index under 20, making it ideal for evening meals. But its benefits go beyond numbers. Zucchini is rich in antioxidants like lutein, which is known for eye protection, but also plays a role in repairing epithelial tissue, including the lining of the bladder. This helps improve urine retention by reducing irritation, microtears, and inflammation in the bladder wall. The fiber in zucchini also supports gut bacteria that aid in regulating melatonin and vasopressin, hormones responsible for nighttime urine suppression and deep sleep. Here's a comforting, diabetic-friendly recipe. Slice 1 cup of zucchini into thin rounds, sauté with 1 teaspoon of olive oil, and season with a touch of turmeric and black pepper. Cook for just 4 to 5 minutes until tender. This dish supports inflammation control, stable blood sugar, and kidney hydration balance, all in one plate. Avoid pairing zucchini with salty sauces or heavy creams before bed. Sixth on list, beet greens. Beet greens, those leafy tops often discarded, are among the most overlooked yet powerful vegetables for managing frequent nighttime urination, especially in people with diabetes. While the root gets most of the attention, the greens are where the real magic happens for bladder, kidney, and nerve health. Rich in nitrates, potassium, magnesium, and vitamin C, beet greens support blood vessel relaxation, kidney filtration efficiency, and reduced nighttime urine production. When consumed in the evening, they help improve vascular tone in the kidneys and bladder, easing internal pressure that would otherwise lead to nighttime awakenings. What's remarkable is their nitrate content, which converts into nitric oxide in the body, a compound known to enhance circulation and reduce oxidative stress in both the urinary and cardiovascular systems. In research studies, nitrate-rich leafy greens like beet greens have been shown to lower systolic blood pressure and improve kidney perfusion, both of which play key roles in reducing nocturnal urination frequency. From a diabetic standpoint, beet greens are extremely low in carbohydrates, just 4 grams per cooked cup, with 3.7 grams of fiber, giving them a glycemic index well below 20. This means they support stable blood sugar and digestive balance without contributing to glucose spikes. Their vitamin C content, over 30% of the daily value per cooked cup, also strengthens the bladder lining and reduces inflammation that can lead to urgency. For men, beet greens support healthier prostate circulation and hormone balance, while women benefit from their antioxidant-rich folate and magnesium, both of which aid in calming overactive bladder signals and improving deep sleep quality. Here's a simple diabetic-friendly recipe. Lightly steam 1 cup of chopped beet greens with 1 teaspoon of olive oil and a pinch of garlic. Finish with a squeeze of lemon for enhanced vitamin C absorption. The result is a mildly earthy, nutrient-rich side dish that supports nighttime hydration control and insulin stability. A helpful tip: avoid eating beetroots alongside the greens at night, as the root's higher sugar content may counteract the green's calming benefits. 7th on list, bell peppers. Bell peppers, especially the red and yellow varieties, aren't just colorful salad fillers. They're powerful allies in the fight against nighttime urination, particularly for people with diabetes. These vibrant vegetables are loaded with vitamin C carotenoids and anti-inflammatory flavonoids that work together to soothe bladder irritation, repair fragile urinary tract linings, and support the immune defenses that often weaken in diabetic individuals. One of the most overlooked causes of nocturia is low-grade inflammation of the bladder wall, which creates a constant feeling of urgency, even when the bladder isn't full. Bell peppers combat this directly by delivering over 150% of the daily value of vitamin C in just 1 cup of chopped raw pepper. Research shows that higher vitamin C intake from whole foods, not supplements, is linked to a lower incidence of overactive bladder symptoms, fewer urinary tract infections, and improved tissue repair in the urinary tract. From a diabetic perspective, bell peppers are a dream food. Low in carbohydrates, high in fiber, and packed with water and antioxidants. 1 cup of chopped raw red bell pepper contains about 6 grams of carbs and 2.5 grams of fiber, bringing the net carbs down to just 3.5 grams. Their glycemic index is around 15, making them an ideal choice for dinner or evening snacks. But their benefits go even further. Bell peppers are rich in quercetin and luteolin, plant compounds that reduce nerve sensitivity in the bladder and may help calm the misfiring signals that often lead to nocturia. For men, these flavonoids may reduce mild prostate swelling, while women benefit from improved collagen support in the bladder wall, a critical factor in preventing leaks and urgency. Here's a simple diabetic-friendly recipe. Roast 1 cup of sliced bell peppers with a drizzle of olive oil and a sprinkle of cumin and oregano. Roast at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 minutes until tender and slightly caramelized. These pair beautifully with a lean protein like grilled chicken or lentils for a complete, calming evening meal. One helpful note: avoid pickled or jarred bell peppers near bedtime, as added sodium or vinegar can irritate the bladder. 8th on list, parsley. Parsley is often tossed onto plates as a garnish, but when used as a true vegetable, fresh, raw, or lightly cooked, it becomes a powerful healing food for people struggling with frequent nighttime urination, especially those managing diabetes. This vibrant green herb is a natural urinary system regulator, packed with compounds that gently promote fluid balance, soothe inflamed bladder tissue, and reduce pressure buildup in the kidneys. The standout compound in parsley is apiol, a natural oil that acts as a mild diuretic when consumed earlier in the day, helping reduce fluid overload before bedtime. But here's the twist. Parsley also contains flavonoids like apigenin and luteolin, which research shows can reduce oxidative damage in bladder nerves and support tissue repair, particularly in those with diabetic neuropathy. In one recent study, individuals who consume flavonoid-rich herbs like parsley experience better bladder control and a measurable reduction in nocturia episodes, up to 23% fewer awakenings over a 6-week period. For diabetics, parsley is incredibly blood sugar friendly. 1 cup of chopped raw parsley contains just 2 grams of carbohydrates, 1 gram of fiber, and virtually zero fat. Yet it delivers more than 100% of the daily value for vitamin K, over 50% for vitamin C, in a healthy dose of folate and potassium. This nutrient combo supports immune function, blood vessel tone, and hormone balance, all factors that influence overnight urination. The high vitamin C content aids in reducing bladder inflammation, while potassium improves kidney filtration without burdening the body with excess fluid retention. Here's a refreshing, diabetic-friendly way to use parsley as more than a garnish. Finely chop 1 cup of fresh parsley and mix it with 1/4 cup diced cucumber, a teaspoon of olive oil, and a squeeze of lemon juice. Enjoy this as a chilled salad alongside your dinner. It helps balance fluids earlier in the evening, easing the pressure on your bladder come bedtime. Just one word of caution: if you're taking blood thinners or managing kidney stones, consult your doctor before consuming large amounts of parsley regularly. Now next is the most powerful nocturia-relief recipe of them all. Simple, natural, and surprisingly effective. Bonus nocturia-relieving recipe. Here's a powerful dinner-side recipe that blends two of the most bladder-calming vegetables, beet greens and zucchini, into one delicious, blood sugar-friendly dish. Start by gently washing and chopping 1 cup of fresh beet greens, including both the leafy tops and tender stems. In a non-stick pan, heat 1 teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil over medium heat. Add 1/2 clove of finely minced garlic and let it sizzle for 15 seconds to release its anti-inflammatory oils. Then add 1 cup of thinly sliced zucchini and saute for 3 to 4 minutes until just softened. Now stir in the chopped beet greens and cook for another 2 minutes, allowing the greens to wilt but retain their vibrant color. Squeeze half a lemon over the pan just before turning off the heat. This not only adds brightness, but helps your body absorb the iron and antioxidants from the greens more effectively. Season lightly with black pepper or a pinch of cumin if desired. Serve warm, ideally 2 hours before bedtime, as a calming side dish to your lean protein or legume-based dinner. This combo supports gentle kidney filtration, reduces nighttime bladder pressure, and promotes deeper sleep, all while keeping your blood sugar stable. Stick to about 1 to 1.5 cups total to avoid late evening fluid overload. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs better sleep tonight.